In this video, I'll be showing you guys what to be doing first in Season 5 of NBA 2K23 Myteam. Basically, just what are the best game modes to be grinding first, and obviously, what is the best approach to Season 5. So the first thing I do want to talk about here is just going to be what are the new player cards for each game mode. So if you guys don't know, they are bringing back player cards for each mode. So you guys can see, for example, Limited is going to be Benedict Mathurin, right? If you go to T2 Online, that's going to be this new Mike Bantam card. Clutch M Online is Nate Thurman, Unlimited is Alex English, and then Co-op, TTO Co-op is going to be Lou Hudson. If we look at Domination, it's going to be a Galaxy Bull Ant. Clutch M Offline going to be Jamal Crawford, and then obviously TTO Offline going to be Billy Knight. So those are all the new player cards for each game mode. I mean, honestly, I would say if we're talking about a game mode as the whole, I would say probably Unlimited is still the best game mode to be grinding for all of the other prizes, whether that's MT, tokens, prize balls, coaches, boxes, Galaxy Bull Alex English. I just think all around, Unlimited is probably the best game mode to be grinding first. Now, I will say, I don't think Alex English is the best Season 5 card, reward card. I don't think he's the best card. I think we'll talk about Mike Bantam and, Billy Knight. These cards look to be better. And I'll show you guys all their stats and badges and look at all the cards on 2KDB. But I think overall, as a game mode, I do think Unlimited is still probably going to be the best one to grind just for MT tokens. And then number 2, probably going to be Clutch Time. But we'll talk about that here in a second. We're going to hop over to 2KDB and look at all of these card stats and badges. So now hopping over to 2KDB here, like I said, we'll be looking at all of these new cards and tell you guys basically which is the best. I'll probably rank them from worst all the way to best and just tell you guys what cards I would be going after first in Season 5. So the first one I do want to look at here is going to be Benedict Mathurin. Don't want to spend too much time on him because he is going to be in limited and you can't get this card for another 5 weeks. So I don't really want to talk about him too much because you can't go after him right now, but just basically we'll be telling you guys, is it worth it to keep up with limited for this Benedict Mathurin card? So he's a 6'7" shooting guard, has a 6'10" wingspan. I think he does have a good player model in game because his Sapphire to Diamond card was amazing from the Shades of set. But looking at his jump shot, it is going to be nice on quick timing, should be a pretty fast release. And then he's also got some amazing dribble sigs and the normal leaner. So animations wise is obviously going to be all good for Benedict Mathurin. And then stats and badges, I mean, they're nothing crazy. He's got 15 Hoff badges, which is really nice. 92 3 ball, 92 mid range. He's good at going to the rim with a 95 driving dunk. I would have liked to seen some better playmaking stats, only 86 ball handle and 89 speed with ball. But honestly, guys, limited is probably not going to be worth it just for the fact that this card won't be available for 5 more weeks. If he was available right now, then I would say yes, go after Benedict Mathurin, but I honestly believe he's not really going to be worth it. Jamal Crawford is going to be from, I believe, Clutch Time Offline. He's a shooting guard, point guard, 6'5" with a 6'10" wingspan. I mean, offensively, he's going to be a bucket on the offensive end, at least, 3 hunting wise. He's got a decent jump shot on quick timing. He's got that Steve Francis size up, which is really nice to have, obviously, for movement. One of the best size ups, if not the best size up in the game. So movement wise, Jamal Crawford should be able to move. Obviously, it's Jamal. We all know he's got really good handles, 98 ball handle, 95 speed with ball, and some really good Hall of Fame playmaking badges. So I would say he's probably going to be somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't say he's the top card to be going after in Clutch M Offline, but Jamal Crawford does look to be pretty good. Now this card is, I'm not exactly sure if he's from a game mode Billy Knight. I think he's just on some wheel spins and kind of just on the TTO vault. So if you look at T2 Offline, he's going to be there in the vault, but I don't think he has his own specific game mode. But Billy Knight is going to be an amazing 6'6" shooting guard. He also does have a 6'10" wingspan, and I mean, these cards stats and badges are absolutely unreal. He's one of the more complete cards in the game, with his stats and badges. And then you go to animations, he's got such a good jump shot with the Oscar Robinson upper and the Rudy Gay base. That's one of the best jump shots in the game on quick timing. And then he's also got some amazing sigs with the D Mitch size up, John Wall escape, Dame behind the back, MJ dribble style, and the normal leaner. So all around, I think Billy Knight probably going to be one of the new better Season 5 reward cards, probably top 2 or top 3 out of I think 10 or 8 of them that are available. Next one here is going to be Alex English. He's going to be the one from Unlimited. Like I said, I do think Unlimited is probably the best game mode to be grinding right away, just because of all the prizes it does have to offer. But Alex English as a card, I mean, he's not going to be bad. I'm not saying he's a bad card. He's 6'7" at that shooting guard position, has some very good all-around stats, but he's just not crazy good. He's just another Carmelo Anthony. That's what he kind of reminds me of, is the Galaxy Bull Carmelo, which is not a bad card at all. Carmelo's still very, very good. And if you're grinding Unlimited for the other prizes, if you get Alex English along the way, that's obviously a great thing. But I don't think he's going to be the card you want to go after right away. So I do think there's going to be some better cards, just like a guy like Mike Bantam. I think he's probably going to be the new best season 5 reward card. He might honestly be the new best small forward in the game, even over Dark Matter LeBron. He's 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan. I mean, this card's stats and badges are so complete. Like, I mean, there's really no flaws with this card, at least stats and badges wise. And then you look at the animations. He's got the Kyle Kuzma base with the Rudy Gay upper on quick timing, so an amazing jump shot. And then for your small forward, he's got such good dribble 6 with the MJ dribble style, Donovan Mitchell size up, Kobe escape, you know, Dame behind the back, and does have the normal leaner. So he's probably the second best small forward, maybe even better than a guy like Tim Thomas. So definitely a close debate between, you know, him and LeBron and him and Tim Thomas. But I think honestly, from the season 5 reward cards, I would say he's probably going to be the best by a little bit. Like, Billy Knight's really good, obviously, like I said, but I think Mike Bantam, and he's from T2 Online, I think he'll probably be the card that's most worth going for in season 5. Next one here is going to be Nate Thurman. He's from Clutch Time Online, and he only has a 63 ball. He kind of reminds me just like of maybe a better Kareem. He is only what, 6'11". He's 6'11", so not bad at power forward, but I really got to see that jump shot in game. It is a Joe Harris base, which is very solid with the Alex Caruso upper, so it should be a decent jump shot on quick timing. So I think if you can agree with Nate Thurman, he might actually be a very good card. So I would say he's probably going to be somewhere in that middle pack for Clutch Time Online. Next one here is going to be the level 40, which is going to be Dark Matter Tyler Hero. Obviously, I'm not sure if you can get him right away. I think you might be able to get this card on day 1. Like I said, not 100% sure, but offensively, I mean, this Tyler Hero card is going to be an absolute monster. He's got jump shot on very quick timing, has some amazing dribble 6. So what I would say, as you guys are grinding for other cards in season 5, just make sure you guys are getting XP, because if you don't have like the Magic and the Ben Simmons, this could be a very nice point guard to have, especially for being free and really not that hard to obtain. So I would say Tyler Hero probably, I mean, he'd be like up there with one of the better season 5 reward cards, but I'm not really counting him in the same group, just because, you know, you should be grinding these different game modes while also going for a Tyler Hero. So doing it kind of along the way, I do think is probably going to be the best way to do so. Now, another card here is going to be Monte Ellis. I'm not exactly sure where Monte Ellis is from. You guys can let me know. Unless I'm absolutely tripping, I don't see him, because I'm looking at the game modes right now. Where the hell do you get Monte Ellis? I have no idea. Is he in T2 offline? Like maybe on the way up of the boards? Like I have no idea where Monte Ellis is, but looking at this card, he's going to be a 6'3" point guard. He realistically doesn't look to be that amazing. Honestly, I don't think he's really going to be worth going for. I'm trying to scroll up the board, and I literally cannot find where Monte Ellis is. So if you guys can let me know, unless I'm like absolutely blind, I cannot see where he is, you know, on my 2K screen, but he doesn't really look to be that great of a point guard. So I would say he's probably one of the worst ones from season 5. Next card here is going to be Lou Hudson. He's going to be the TTO co-op reward. He's not a bad shooting guard. I mean, he's 6'5", so not the greatest height, and his defensive stats aren't the best, and only an 85 driving dunk. So yeah, doesn't really have any good dribble 6. Pretty much easy to say. I think Lou Hudson definitely not going to be worth going for, and one of the worst cards from season 5. And then Chris Kaman, he's going to be the final prize for T2 offline at 250 wins, and he's not a bad power forward. Like, we have gotten some really good power forwards recently in my team, so I'm not going to say he's like a top 10, top 5 power forward, but he's probably somewhere in the middle. And then last card is going to be Anthony Edwards, which I'll make a separate video going over domination, but I think for now I'd probably stay away from Dom. But like I said, I'll go more in depth about that in a different video. So kind of ranking these in order, guys, where I'm not counting like the season, the level cards, like, you know, Gary Trent Jr. or Spencer Hayward. So just from these cards and above, I think the worst one is probably going to be Monte Ellis or Lou Hudson. So I'll say Monte Ellis is the worst, and then we'll say Lou Hudson is the second worst. After that, I'd probably go Chris Kaman as being the third worst, and then next one I'd probably say it's probably between like maybe Alex English and Nate Thurman. I'm gonna say Nate Thurman as the fourth worst, and then I'd probably go Jamal Crawford, then go Alex English. So just kind of ranking them from best to worst, I would say it probably goes Mike Bantam, Billy Knight as the best two. I think that's pretty obvious. I'm not counting Tyler Hero in this discussion. I think number 3 is going to be Benedict Mathurin, even though, like I said, he's not going to be available for 5 weeks, but he's the third best card from all the season 5 reward cards. Number 4, I would say, is going to be Alex English. Number 5 is going to be Jamal Crawford. Number 6 going to be Nate Thurman. Number 7, Chris Kaman. Number 8, Lou Hudson, and then number 9 is going to be Monte Ellis. So for me, I think Monte Ellis is probably the worst one. I still don't know how you get this card, but Mike Bantam from T2 Online is going to be, in my opinion, the best card to be grinding for in season 5. So basically, just to recap, what I'd be doing first in season 5 is just grinding T2 Online, whether that's, you know, playing T2 Online a bunch, or whether it's grinding Clutch Time Online for the wheel spin, whether it's playing Unlimited to try to get him out the Unlimited vault. But I would say definitely be grinding for Mike Bantam first, and then if you guys want to do some T2 offline grinding for Billy Knight, and then hopefully you get lucky out of the vault. He's obviously really good. Like I said, Benedict Mathurin, win. I mean, you can keep up with him, keep up with him with the rings if you want to, but I honestly don't think that's the smartest time decision, just because he's not going to be available for 5 more weeks, and he most likely won't be worth it when he does come out. And then I'd say like Jamal Crawford and Alex English are both going to be worth grinding for, especially Alex English because he isn't unlimited. So let me know in the comment section down below what cards are you guys going to be going after first. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video and helped you guys out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.